Hi guys, welcome along. Today is Thursday, the 22nd of September 2022. We're on week 24 of our theoretical F.I.R.E journey, and we're about 10 minutes before US market open, and as you can see, in the past period the market has dipped a bit, so I made mention of that in the description for today's live stream, and I think the main reason that we've seen the market dip is that there have been announcements about interest rate increases in different parts of the world, and as I say, I think that's what has happened there. So the theory behind starting the stream a bit before the US market open is basically just to have a look to see how the market is currently performing. Let me just actually tweak this down. I'll put it down to the shortest possible time frame, which is 1 minute. So actually, when you look at it on that scale, you can see that there's not really an awful lot happening. There was a bit of a jump and a dip around about almost an hour ago. Before that, what was that? Just around 12 o'clock, another sort of similar move there. And then things look a little bit more normal earlier on in the day. Obviously you can see what I would call a sort of an adjustment downwards. That'll be from close of business yesterday through to market open this morning. So that's what you typically tend to see is a sort of a catching up or an adjustment. See things moving a bit here, I think. Let's actually just take that back out, because I think a minute is maybe too close. You can't really appreciate what's happened or what is happening at that scale. I know in the past I had looked at 15 minutes. Let's look at 10 minutes. Okay. So all this part here from this dip is today, and as you can see, if you look to the right here, we're currently down almost 2%, well, exactly 2% just there now for the day so far, and we've got another 6-7 minutes to run until the market actually opens. Well, look and see what comes up. I don't like to go to adverts simply because they are paid content. Let's have a look at this. I don't think I've seen this one before. So this website is financial news. The URL is fnlondon.com. I suppose perhaps this website maybe doesn't deal so much directly with market news. Let's have a look at, can we do the top stories? Is that a link? It's not. More news, let's go for that. Okay, so the FT is saying UK, Switzerland and Norway raise interest rates while Turkey cuts. There you go, that's an interesting idea. Turkey is cutting rates again as Erdogan pushes growth focus. So as you can see, not everybody is choosing to move in the same direction. What else have we got? CNBC, European markets slide as investors digest more interest rate hikes. Okay, so that suggests that there may have been presumably a number of people who had chosen to go to the United Arab Emirates with a view to not having to honour or respect UK court rules, particularly those that related to finances. So obviously if that changes, then things will change there too. I wonder, just talking out loud, I wonder, does that, or is that partly influenced by the former wife of the leader of Dubai? I forget his name. It's one of those names that has got several names in it and several components to it, but basically it was quite a famous case that had made headlines when the wife of the ruler of Dubai had I think she'd ended up in Ireland actually after separating from him. I'm tempted to say I think her name might be Hyatt, but I don't know. It's been quite a while since I've seen anything about it. So perhaps maybe she has had difficulty in receiving support that she may be due, or a financial settlement or something like that. I'm not too sure. Let's jump back to the market. I've just noticed it's 1 minute before market opening. I'm going to go back to the view that I normally show, which is the 1 week view. Let's put it to the usual view of that. So as you can see, minus 2.04% as things stand at present. Just waiting on the US markets opening and things syncing up. And as you can see, actually, just from the return shown here, we are currently just positive by about 1%. I don't really think that's going to change significantly during the course of the day, but time will tell. And of course this week we're investing 3 weeks worth of funds, all in one fell swoop. So in other words, rather than £120, we want to invest £360, and that's all going into the S&P 500 exchange traded fund. Now, just from a quick look here, it looks to me as if the market might be it might have overcorrected when it had dipped by 2%. That looks to me, as if it's starting to think about heading back up again. So I want to get in and do that purchase before things change too much against our favour. Now, I will say, and I've said it many times before, everybody that knows what they're talking about says you cannot time the market and you should not try to. nevertheless, where you can see a fairly obvious trend, I think it's probably not a bad idea to take advantage of it. So we're down at minus 1.79. Let's hit that and get it executed before things get any worse for us. And just for reference, let's see, the last time the market was at that level was back in August this year, and the time before that was in May, and before that in March, and before that in October of last year. So as you can see, there in the past 12 months, say, there have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the 6th occasion that the market has been at this price in the past 12 months or so. I'm not a gambling man, but my gut feeling is that the market may well recover from that point and take off, never to return to that level anytime soon again. But as people wiser than me have said in the past, and I'm sure that'll be proved right many times into the future, the market will do whatever it takes to embarrass the greatest number of people. So it's never a good idea to make too many predictions, too many statements about the market, because invariably you could find yourself completely wrong. So we have invested that 360. I imagine it has executed. It has. So it's gone through there at 63.6 exactly, which 63.6. So that is slightly higher than the current market value. What was I going to say to you? Oh yes, just now that we have executed that trade, you can see the portfolio value, if you can make that out at the bottom there, 3,027, and free funds, so the amount that is still remaining to be invested in this F.I.R.E journey is 47,000 exactly. Now what I'm just looking at is the portfolio value 3,028 there. So basically we've got about just less than 30 quid of a positive return on our investment to date. Yeah, so the actual thing here where it shows your investment, that hasn't updated. For some reason it's still stuck showing 2673, but in fact down here where it says portfolio, that has updated. I'm not sure if that's an issue with the real account on Trading 212. Certainly I haven't noticed it, to be totally honest, although I haven't really paid that much attention. I must actually look the next time I'm sending through a purchase, how long it takes for the part on the right there to update, or indeed if it does update before you actually refresh the page or log out and log in again. On this occasion I'm actually just going to refresh this page, and that should be sufficient to update the data that's showing there. It does take a little minute sometimes, just bear with me. I'm not sure if other people are of the same view, but personally, after putting the money onto the platform, I like to see it represented there, almost like a confirmation that you have indeed completed the transaction, even though, as I say, at the bottom you could see it shown at that point, but I do just like to see it everywhere on the screen, if that makes sense. Goodness, this seems to be a bit slow this time for some reason. I would imagine that at this time of day there could be quite a few people on the platform, simply because it is around US market open, and they're perhaps doing similar to me, and just having a look to see what sort of levels things have synced up at and so on. That is a little bit frustrating. I'm going to just try that one more time. And in fact what I'm going to do is I'm just going